For me, I want the law to act like that's me.
Yeah.
For me, I want the law to act like that's me.
Earlier, I spoke with CBS News senior investigative correspondent Catherine Herridge about this and other Hunter Biden probes.
What makes this interim report stand out, Anne-Marie, is that this House Oversight Committee has subpoena power. And according to the report, they've received thousands of banking records directly from the banks themselves. And the central allegation they're making this morning is that there was a years-long scheme to enrich members of the Biden family.
I know what they would do to me if I did a quarter of the stuff that he's done.
Yes.
I know what they would do to me if I did a quarter of the stuff that he's done.
Yes.
I know what they would do to me if I did a quarter.
Going to present the evidence that President Biden is compromised. I mean, the whistleblowers' allegations are very consistent with the behavior of President Biden and his family, specifically Hunter Biden, described in Miranda Devine's book. It's very, very clear what was going on. It's peddling influence to foreign governments.
If I had made any of the moves, I mean, if I said, yeah, I got the subpoena, but I'm not going.
Right. And that some of this money came through various limited liability companies as well as others to gather funds from foreign entities. Now, in response last week to this stream of allegations, the president has said that he believes that his son did nothing wrong.
There would have been 900 million cops at my house talking about, what'd you say?
I want to take everyone back to October of 2020 when there was the initial reporting by the New York Post about the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop. And what the House Judiciary and Intelligence Committees are alleging is that when these 51 former intelligence officials released a statement saying the laptop had the earmarks of an information operation, that this was done in coordination with the Biden campaign, and the Biden campaign sought to leverage the intelligence officials' credentials to tamp down any discussion of what that laptop contained. We know through our own independent forensic review of the laptop data that the data we analyzed showed no evidence that had been tampered with or faked in any way. The second central allegation is that the former acting CIA director, Mike Morrell, did everything he could possible to expedite finalizing this statement from the former intelligence officials in October 2020 in an effort that's described as his wish to help then candidate Biden.
Either all go down when we do something or nobody goes down. I prefer we're all going down when we do the wrong thing.
While Vice President Biden was lecturing Romania on anti-corruption policies, in reality, he was a walking billboard for his son and family to collect money.
For years, the left has said no one is above the law. Well, put your money where your mouth is. The Biden family needs to answer for this. And the DOJ needs to get off its ass and investigate.
It's very hard to come up with any legitimate business reason to conduct transactions with in this type of complex way. This is simply not how legitimate business is conducted.
I mean, guys, you in the press, this is easy pickings. I'm giving you Pulitzer stuff here.
The White House said today that this was a political stunt. We're actually giving you a memorandum with evidence.
Senator Chuck Grassley and the chairman, James Comer of the House Oversight Committee, have sent a subpoena to the FBI Director Christopher Wray, and they've asked him to provide what they believe is an unclassified intelligence report that was taken from a confidential human source. The allegation, they say, is that there was a bribery scheme.
They have become the American version of the KGB. Just like the KGB serves the interest of Putin and the Putin regime, and back in the Soviet Union, they served the interest of CPSU, the Communist Party, and not the Russian people. That's what we see today. They are stifling the voices, you know, the whistleblower who disclosed these kinds of potential schemes, you know, but when it comes to, remember, the whistleblower who alleged that President Trump had some sort of improper dealings or put pressure on Zelensky, he was celebrated. They jumped on that. But in this case, they are trying to bury the story.
And answers like this aren't going to cut it anymore. reaction to House GOP2 memo about his family dealings there?
Family dealing.
The dealing that Hunter Biden's business associates sent over $1 million to 3 of their family members. Any reaction to that report?
That's not true.